what's unique about Donald Trump, and it's dangerous, is that he is an unrestrained, what we call present hedonist. That means, and we have lots and lots of research from around the world saying present hedonists live for excitement, live for novelty. They get bored right away. They make decisions on the spur of the moment, and because they have no future orientation, they never think about the consequences of their decision. So the danger is that here's a guy with unlimited power who lives in the moment and not really thinking through the consequences of his decision. And that's what I'm saying. Here's a danger aside from any narcissistic personality.
These guys will never give up. This left woke people will never ever give up. They'll call Donald Trump anything. They'll call him a narcissist, a hedonist. They'll call him a neo-Nazi, a Nazi. They even call him Hitler. These guys don't give up. But you know what? At the end of the day, Donald Trump will always keep winning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Cultural War. If you've not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. Let's dive straight into it.
I need to get to my guest. I am Skyping with Philip Zimbardo, PhD. He's an internationally known psychologist, famous for the Stanford prison experiment, and author of several books, including The Lucifer Effect, Understanding How Good People Turn Evil. And I'm Skyping with him today because he wrote a very interesting article in Psychology Today, Elephant in the Room. It's time we talk openly about Donald Trump's mental health. Philip, thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jesse, for inviting me.
And you're welcome. You say he has obvious narcissistic personality type, referring to Donald Trump. Was it obvious that Barack Obama had a narcissistic personality?
No, it was not to the same degree. But Jesse, the main thing in that Psych Today article, which is unique, is that what I wrote is that what's unique about Donald Trump, and it's dangerous, is that he is an unrestrained, what we call present hedonist. I've written a book called The Time Paradox, where we talk about how each of us live in a different time zone. Some people live in the future, always planning ahead. Some people live in the past, remembering the good or bad times. And some people, especially kids, live in the moment. And Donald Trump is what we call a present hedonist. That means, and we have lots and lots of research from around the world saying present hedonists live for excitement, live for novelty. They get bored right away. They make decisions on the spur of the moment, and because they have no future orientation, they never think about the consequences of their decision. They get addicted to everything. So Donald Trump is addicted to Twitter as if it was, a drug. He can't not go on Twitter. And this is an embarrassment. This is the president of the United States is taking time out to go on Twitter almost every day. So the danger is that here's a guy with unlimited power who lives in the moment and not really thinking through the consequences of his decision. And that's what I'm saying. Here's a danger aside from any narcissistic personality.
Do that type of personality do good?
They can do good. They get involved in lots of things. They get easily bored. They're always looking for excitement. So if they get put on the right track, they can do good because they have unlimited energy, as you see with him. Present hedonists, because they live in the moment, they have this huge amount of energy, which you can see he has. He's working all the time.
And he's doing good, though.
The day if he goes in the wrong track, then he does it. It's hard for him to get refocused.
You have to agree that the president is doing good. He is not. I disagree with this personality that you just mentioned, but you do agree that the president is doing good with his personality, right?
I'm not sure he's doing good. No, I mean, I guess we disagree on that.
What?
That all I'm saying is this personality type, being a present hedonist, is typical of young kids, and you grow out of it. You become to be future oriented means you always think about what is the consequence of my doing A or B, and so you make decisions not on the spur of the moment. You make decisions that are thoughtful. You think about if I do A, what are the consequences, and I try to do the right thing. I'm saying, for a man, he's a grown man, and sometimes he acts like a grown boy.
And that's beautiful, because acting like a boy is causing him to live in the moment and make the right decisions and not overreact to those who hate those decisions. He's patient with all people, and you can totally disagree with him as a kid would do, and yet he's not holding that against you. He'll take you out to lunch after a serious argument. And it is because he has a innocent, childlike personality. Whereas most adults don't have that because they have fallen away from that grace. And so they make bad decisions based on what they think and how they feel.
Yeah, I mean, for some people, that's right. We've never had a person who's president of the United States who has this extreme present hedonism. I mean, almost always, but again, also, given his whole history of being, a millionaire, billionaire, and he runs Trump empire. So he's not used to people criticizing him. He's not used to having to ask people, what should he do? So he takes action, and I'm saying sometimes the action he takes or the policies he proposes are not carefully thought well through.
One thing I think you might be missing is that he does ask people what they think. He asks different people what they think, and then he make a decision. So that is his personality. Were you not aware of that?
A lot of the decisions he makes are on his own. They are not first vetted with his cabinet. In many cases, the cabinet hears it for the first time when he goes to the media, and that we know. And then afterwards, they say, "Oh, we all agree with him." But a president almost always first talks to his cabinet, talks to his advisors before he makes a public statement. Donald Trump makes a public statement and then talks to his advisors.
So I see what you're saying. Yeah, what it's saying is you are, and people like you are accustomed to the way things have been over the last however many years. You've not seen an independent man who has a childlike personality, an innocent personality, and he's able to set a standard rather than following the old standards. And I think you guys may be missing that. You didn't see that in your home growing up. You haven't seen it in a public way. So to see that is unusual and strange to you.
No, it is unusual, but I'm saying there is a potential danger when someone in that position, when someone who is present hedonist also has almost unlimited power. So we've never seen that combination before.
Let me take a break. 888-7753-773. One thing I want to ask you, Phil, define, you used the word heathenist, present heathenist.
Yes.
Define heathenist for me, present heathenist. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Somebody who is hedonistic lives for pleasure. You live for pleasure to avoid pain. You live for new sensations. You get easily bored, so you always want new things, excitement. So you fill your life with new things, with excitement. You don't like the familiar. You don't like anything old. You're always searching for something new that gives you pleasure. So hedonism is about seeking pleasure in all aspects of your life, in sex, in food, in visual arts.
Let me ask.
So it's not bad to be a hedonist. It's only when it gets extreme.
Okay. Let me ask. You said that you spoke of the fact that the president tweets all the time, and you said it wasn't good. But the voters love the fact that he's tweeting because they voted for him. He is keeping up his word. He's informing the voters and his supporters about what he's doing, what's happening. What's wrong with that? Because he can't trust the media.
No, because sometimes his tweets are silly. That they're not representative of the president of the United States. It just something comes into his head and he dumps it out. With that,
but the voters love that.
A lot of times he says things that are not well thought through, and sometimes the tweets are okay, but it's almost like a compulsion that he has to broadcast his ideas, spread them out to the world.
The voters love that.
And when he does a tweet, obviously he never talks to his advisors before that.
The voters love that, and it doesn't cause any harm. Is there any harm to that?
There can be, yes.
But so far it isn't.
Anybody who has power, that's whatever he says, immediately goes around the world. So it's not like, you or I say something and a small number of people. When he tweets, it's tweeting to the world, and it's not what Donald Trump said. This is what the president of the United States is telling the world about immigrants, about Muslims, about building a wall to Mexico. So it's different than ordinary people tweeting, just putting their point of view. You could tweet, I love Jesse Peterson's show. I love Zimbardo's time paradox. But when the president tweets and says, we got to do this and this and this, that has an impact around the world.
He really has no other choice because he can't trust the media. Let me ask, you agree that Barack Obama had a horrible, hedonistic personality, right? Narcissistic personality, right?
No, I don't agree with that.
Why not?
I think, he made decisions, always talking to his staff, always having press conferences, getting feedback. So I would not think of Barack Obama as a narcissist. No, not at all.
Within Obama referred to himself 75 times in a farewell address within 51 minutes. Are you telling me that's not narcissistic? He referred to himself.
Farewell address. He has to tell the world, this is what I've done. This is what I believe in.
But he always did that.
Using a personal pronoun in a farewell address is not narcissistic. Well, to some extent, all politicians are narcissistic because they have to say, vote for me, give money to me.
Right.
So in one sense, you're right. All politicians have some degree of narcissism, and narcissism, blends with vanity. What I'm saying, it's the hedonistic part that is dangerous, not the narcissism.
What Obama created, two things that I noticed, and I want to move on to the president, and we'll take some calls. Obama never took responsibility for his failures. He was a great liar. He lied coming in and he lied going out.
No, I guess we disagree. I thought Obama was a great president.
He created...
We have a basic disagreement.
He created a false illusion that racism exists, and so he created a hostile personality or attitudes toward white police officers, and he never apologized for that. If that's not narcissistic, heathenist narcissistic, I don't know what is.
No, I mean, the fact that white police officers shoot black kids is something that everybody should be concerned about. And he, as president, he said we need to investigate. We need to stop this. And we now know that many police officers need training in the psychology. We call it implicit bias. That for many white officers, seeing black youth, they automatically see a danger sign.
But see,
which
that's
might
where
be there in
you,
some cases, but they overdo it.
Phil, that's where you've allowed Obama to put his narcissistic personality, disorder and personality on you, because what you just said is not true. The
Oh, it is
officer,
true. I'm
no, I'm
sorry. You
black.
don't know what you're talking about,
I'm
Jesse.
black, Phil.
Black kids have been
I'm
killed by
Phil.
white police
I
in
mean,
many
I'm black.
cities in America.
But not
I mean, that's a
innocent
fact.
kids, not innocent kids, thuggish kids.
Some
Thugs.
innocent kids.
No, where's the
Yes.
innocent kid that was killed?
Okay. Innocent kids have been killed by the police.
Where?
Because they drew their gun and shot too soon.
Where?
Without a clear investigation.
Give me an example
because
of one.
There's a built-in fear of black kids, black youth, or black people.
Not true, Phil.
Okay. We disagree again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you.
I think we don't agree on anything. You like Trump. I dislike Trump. You dislike Obama. I like Obama.
But I don't dislike Obama. I disagree with his socialist agenda that he had. But let me ask, many other psychologists have come out claiming Trump is unfit to serve. Why are they so threatened by him?
Oh, I mean, these are psychiatrists have a medical degree. So I'm a psychologist. I don't talk about mental disorders. I just said present hedonism in the extreme is a problem. But 30,000 psychiatrists and psychological counselors have come out saying that from everything they can observe, he has an extreme personality disorder, which could be dangerous in a person who is the president of the United States, who has almost unlimited power. So they're saying we have to be careful observing him, containing his what could be excesses.
Let me ask Phil, and then we'll go to the callers. Yeah. Is it wrong for the president to want to put up a big, beautiful wall around the borders?
Oh, yes, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
And let me ask,
in California, agriculture in California would stop if we didn't have Mexican laborers to help with all the agriculture in the wine country, working in many different industries, which they have been doing for years and years. And if we built a wall and stopped immigration of Mexicans, Mexican farm laborers, our economy would suffer. There's no evidence that Mexican farm workers who've been coming to California for generations have ever done anything wrong, have ever been involved in crime. So when you build a wall, you keep good people out as well as bad people.
But you're wrong about that. There is evidence to that.
And I don't know if this man understands what he's saying. I watched the whole video and I see everything, but I want to talk about the last part of the video when he was talking about when they were talking about immigration. You see, the way the immigration policy of the United States is like modern day slavery. You know, the initial slavery was they bring slaves all the way from Africa. Okay, people who just want to do labor, and they use them on the cotton fields, and they paid them and took care of them and all that, so that they can help build, harvest cotton and cultivate and plant and harvest cotton. Now, these days it's still the same thing, but this time it's a modern way of day slavery. Now, there are policies to open the borders and bring people from impoverished countries, people who are from, impoverished countries, basically third world countries, and bring them into America and use them as their labor force, at the expense of the citizens of America themselves. So that's modern day slavery. I don't know if these guys are smart enough to understand what they are doing. I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know why they do it, but that's what it is to me. I can see that clearly. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. So I want to see your reactions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. I'll see you in the next one.